was a typical survivor parent. What do I mean by that? My mother was OCD before there was OCD. What do I mean? Let's just say that the word overprotective over this 2 little miracles that she had was indescribable. But I'm going to try. I grew up in an area in Montreal that was predominantly Jewish. And I was sent to a yeshiva from early on. My father and my mother were Orthodox people. They sent me to a Lubavitcher yeshiva. And my father, not wanting me to have to go very far to school, God forbid, get on a school bus or have to take a public bus or anything, bought a house right across the street from the school. Right across the street. It took me literally 40 seconds to get to school. Now, on one hand, that was a great blessing. On the other hand, as you'll see in a moment, it was no blessing at all. All I wanted to do was to grow up normal. Just to be a regular Canadian kid who just played some sports, and of course, those were the days of the Montreal Canadiens. Heyday hockey was very important to us. But my mother made sure that this was not going to happen. Why? We used to have a backyard in our school that we used to like to play sports. And sometimes, like many times when you're involved in a game, time flies by. My mother would bring supper to me. Okay? She would run with the supper and say, "Where is Perelmuter? Where is Perelmuter? Supper!" Here I'm rounding third base, trying to score the winning run, and there's that salami sandwich chasing me. Oh, man. Oh. One time, we lived near a park. And in this park, I've told my congregation this story. We lived near a park. And on Sunday afternoons, when we got a few hours off of school, we went to play. In Montreal, you could play baseball for about 4 days. Between the snow and the other snow, there's 4 days in July you could actually play baseball. Okay? So we're there, a bunch of yeshiva students, and we never really had real equipment. We had a broken bat with half a softball with 2 mitts that had no pocket. Yeah, it was one of the, we're shlemiels. We're yeshiva boys. There was an actual Little League team there. And the Little League team had equipment. And they invited us to join. I was picked to be the catcher. Here I was, all dressed up in real uniform with a mask, protecting shins, a chest guard, a hat. Ooh, I felt like $1 million. And I got crouched behind the plate, waiting for that first pitch to come in. When all of a sudden I heard the words I couldn't believe. "Where is Abba?" I said, it couldn't be. It could not possibly be. My mother came to the park. When they told her that I'm the catcher and a guy is actually holding a stick near my head, my mother freaked out. "Ivey's gonna hit him, Ivey, get him out of there." All I could do was look up to God and say, "You're having a slow day, huh?" I couldn't find anybody else. Huh? I'm the only one in the whole world. Why? Huh? I always wondered what it would be like to have parents born in Canada that didn't go through this situation, that actually allowed their kids, to roam without worrying. The greatest sin in our family was not idolatry. You could set up an idol in my house, my mother wouldn't care. It wasn't even adultery. You could commit adultery, she couldn't care. Murder, The biggest sin in the Perelmuter household was leaving food on your plate. If you dare do that, finished. If God forbid my mother saw something go into the trash, you better run for the hills. All right?